And indeed, we now come to the Council's best dressed councillor, Councillor Murray, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wholeheartedly support this motion and wanted to share with you the conversations I've been having with my children. A couple of weeks ago, my son had a troubled look on his face and he said, "Mum, I've been thinking." Anyone who knows my children will know that those words out of my son's mouth means I'm about to go on a journey of difficult conversations. Once those words were followed with how sinister he thought the tooth fairy was and how he categorically did not want a stranger to be searching in his bedroom for a tooth to make into furniture. So naturally, I braced myself once more. I've been thinking about Russia and Ukraine. A bombardment of questions followed. My daughter firmly said, "But Mummy, it's not the Russian people. Daddy told us that. But if it's not their fault, then how has this happened?" Now, how do I answer these questions from a 9 and 7-year-old? So out came the risk board and I explained what is Russia and what is very much not Russia. And the lesson began. But how, Mummy? How can the soldiers not know it's not theirs? So we then spoke about propaganda, how one person at the very top can tell lies to his people until these lies become all the people know, and how we've seen this happen before in history. I explained that nobody is born evil, but we form our ideas and opinions based on the information around us. But I reminded them that we also have that feeling deep down in your stomach when something doesn't feel quite right, regardless of what you are told. Just like that time you didn't trust the tooth fairy. You thought about the situation and it just didn't feel right. I asked them to never ignore that feeling and don't be afraid to be the only person who questions something. It could be the difference between doing the right thing and not. I told them about a protester on Russian TV and how it can start with just one person. "Just like Batman, Mummy," my son said. "He said Gotham needs to change and does that on his own." I'm reminded of their young age and I smile and said, "Absolutely like Batman. And who doesn't like Batman?" To which my daughter sarcastically replied, "The Joker, that's who." I'm sure many households are having the same conversations with their children right now, feeling as dismayed as I am that we seem to be seeing history repeat itself. But I still hold on to the hope that more and more people will start listening to their inner feeling that something is just not right, and Putin's regime will lose its influence from the inside, and this war will stop soon. My thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine, but also the brave people in Russia who are expressing that they do not want this war. Thank you.